The Halo franchise is in desperate need for more games, specifically more spin-off games. Remember Reach, remember ODST? Everyone loves those games, even the Halo Wars. Halo Studios have said that they are working on multiple projects. Now, it has been rumored by reliable sources that Halo Studios are working on a Halo CE remake, which actually I feel like it is a very important topic to talk about that no one is really talking about. So I kind of want to make a video of why the Halo CE remake is it really important. If you want to see that video, leave a like on this one and we'll see what happens. But also the death of and revival of the rumored the Halo BR, but I'm a bit skeptical on that one. I don't really play battle royales anymore. Kind of grew out of that. But that's not what we're really gonna be focused on. Today's video, we're gonna fantasize a little bit. You know, the future of Halo looks progressive. Let's just say progressive. And right now, we need more games that, more specifically, we need more spin-off games that expand and not just looking at books or external media to understand what the hell is going on. For example, it's like knowing why the hell are we still fighting the Covenant in Halo 4 when Halo 3 happened, and having every casual fan giving them the benefit of the doubt. They know it's called the Storm Covenant, but even then they probably won't even know that. But anyways, I have 3 ideas of Halo spin-off games that I really would like to see. Now keep in mind, like I said, these are fantasies. These are not real. These are just my ideas of what would make a good spin-off game that Halo fans and everybody would really appreciate. So, as I'm recording this, Halo follower just posted a video about that next Halo game, which basically talks about next Halo games. So, that's oddly convenient. That's oddly great timing for me to record this. First idea that I have for a Halo spin-off game is kind of giving a backstory of the 6-month period for the beginning events of Halo Infinite. Basically, what I have, giving the story of the fire team that we see in Halo Infinite, the dead Spartans we see. I don't even know what their fire team name is. I only know the names of each one because they were said. We have Bonita Stone, Veteran, Magovich, Theodore, Hudson Griffin. All those characters, as we see in Halo Infinite, have already died by the Spartan killers that we later on kill them in Halo Infinite, or unalive them. We unalive in Halo Infinite. I know nothing about these Spartans. Now, if there is extended lore about these Spartans and what they do, I wouldn't know, because I don't look at the extended lore that much. I have my own life. I have other things to worry about than these guys. But, saying that, having a game about them, not only this game, this theorized game of Zeta Halo about what happened in the 6-month period, but also explains the stories of these Spartans, kind of like in a Halo Reach kind of way, where they all die anyways. You already know the ending of the story of each one of them, but you get context of it. Basically, the whole point of this game would give insight of the Infinity's crash. Basically, this would help explain what happened to other major characters, like Palmer, where the hell Locke was, because considering that one of the Spartan killers, Spartan hunters, one of the shoulder pads is Locke's helmet, maybe it could help explain that. Basically, every important character would have screen time in this game. Now also, this would tell the story and how ODST gives points of view of each of its squad members, where each level will give you, you play as one of the Spartans doing a solo act, and then by the end of the mission, boom, your fate's done. That Spartan's dead, you move on to the next. And basically how the game would end is where it would leave off where that guy died in Halo Infinite. The only human on-screen death in Halo Infinite. And he just died. Just like that. Now Halo Infinite did this death well, considering that if you're playing this on controller, you can feel his heartbeat is vibrated off the controllers, so you can feel his heartbeat slowly fade out, which is really cool. But even adding more context and adding what he went through by this game would even impact it more. And this would even benefit the Banished, and it would show how actually threatening they are, especially the Spartan killers, because in Halo Infinite you just kill them like that. One of the bosses, really cool gimmick where there's 2 of them, one's on a chopper, one's having a Ravager. Now that's really cool, but they didn't even have a cutscene. They didn't have anything. The only cutscene they were in is when they were already dead. and through a hologram. Bullshit. And did you forget, one of these brutes had Locke's shoulder. Nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed that Locke's helmet was on his shoulder. So this Zeta Halo game would give backstory to the events happening instead of having it on the books. Now, what I've heard, if these books are actually good, it would really help a lot more casual people to understand the story, the Infinite Saga. So that's the first idea I've had, and I feel like that's a real no-brainer for Halo Studios to do because there's a lot of complaints of saying where other characters are, and this game could potentially going through the 6 months where Master Chief was blown out in space, because this game would help Halo Infinite's story a lot.
The next fantasy game I come up with is heavily inspired by mods, specifically this mod for Halo Reach, and this mod Armana 3. And as you can see, it is playing as just a regular Marine. Yes, the spin-off game that I'm thinking of is to make a third-person Marine game where you just play as a regular Marine having to fight basically what I would prefer, the Human Covenant War. Story-wise, we have been told that humanity was losing the Human Covenant War. Having this game set during the Human Covenant War gives a new perspective. There are three main viewpoints of the Human Covenant War in the Halo games. There's the Master Chief, which you are just a powerhouse. There's ODST, which is a good human story actually, but then again, its gameplay feels relatively similar to Halo 3, just that you're just weaker. And Halo Reach had giving a good portrayal of how bad it was, considering that the game ends on losing on your own terms. But you are still playing as a Spartan. You are still playing as a ODST, which are still regular humans, but they are very highly skilled, as you can see, in lore and in gameplay. I'm thinking about this like a Helldivers 2. It's gameplay at least, where you're very expendable. You can die very quick. You can have these epic moments, but then again, you are literally so fragile. This game would basically have the idea of the best portrayal of a regular Marine's viewpoint of the war. So this game would be hella depressing, where you can feel the despair of what's portrayed in the lore. And I wouldn't think this game would have multiplayer, as in PvP. PvE could still work, maybe like operation stuff, like little side missions with your friends. It could be like that, but I'm mostly thinking of this as a campaign only game. But like I said earlier, this idea is heavily inspired by these war simulator games that are modded to have basically Halo models with it. This channel specifically with the Armana 3. Really entertaining videos. I really like it. I like the scope of it, and this is basically the idea of the game that I'm thinking of. But keeping in line with the gameplay, having it basically regular Halo gameplay as we all know and love, just in a third-person aspect. Halo Infinite has the official label of having third-person mode in it, and it works really well. I think if they adjust some settings, you won't be moving like a Spartan, you'll be moving like a normal human. This Halo Reach mod, which I'll link this background video for in the description, I like this. This is a mod for Halo Reach that you could possibly play. I could possibly play. I just I don't have enough money to buy it off Steam, to buy MCC on Steam yet. But to recap, this game would be the first only third-person game. It would be focusing on Marines of the Halo franchise, and this will even benefit world building, having another viewpoint of how the Human Covenant War was. And plus, people will enjoy going back to the Covenant days. But this is one of the more unique game ideas that I have.
And the last game I'm fantasizing about that I think everybody would love to have is an Arbiter game. Once again, like in the Halo 2 days, we play as the Arbiter, but it's the whole game. You play the Arbiter the whole game. This game would have taken place shortly after the Halo 3, and basically would explain why the Civil War, why the Sangheili Civil War happened, why the Storm Covenant formed. Basically, will give an idea how engraved the religion of the Covenant was, and really help explain why this Covenant, the Storm Covenant, still existed, And being the focus being on that Sangheili Civil War we saw in Halo 5, it would give more context to that. It would still fight like Covenant members, which means no fighting humans. I think it would be weird to fight humans in Halo.
Also, with humans being allies, this would betray the distrust humanity still would have against the Sangheili. So that would be like a fun dynamic.
And this is also more world building because this is not given from a human perspective. This is given by the Arbiters. Like in Halo 2, is a big story point and gives perspective of the alien side. This whole game would give the side of what happened, formation of the swords of Sanghelios, and all that. And maybe even explain more of Jul Mandama. Now these stories, now these points, these contexts to the Storm Covenant and what I'm talking about may have been explained through the books. Again, I wouldn't know, and a lot of people wouldn't know. I feel like even a lot of Halo fans don't even know. If you do, comment down below. Now I see why the Halo Studios would be skeptical about making this game, because it is not Spartans, this is not the Master Chief, this is not humanity, this is an elite where most people see them as the enemy. A lot of casual people forget that you play the Arbiter in Halo 2. So this would be off-putting for a lot of people. But then again, like I said, experimentation take a risk, and plus you already have basically all the Halo fans that would love this anyways. But I could see the hesitation on making this game though, unfortunately. But making a game where you just play as the Arbiter, playing as an elite, and having it focus on the Sangheili Civil War they had, an explanation of the Storm Covenant, show the dedication of the belief of the great journey that it had, and having a game focus on that idea would really make the world of Halo up to that Star Wars level where it's big, there's a lot of things happening, and not just with the Master Chief. There's other stuff happening in Halo, and this game, this Arbiter game, would help build that.
I'm editing this video and I'm just questioning myself like, can I even speak English? So I'm gonna re-record this outro. These are my general spin-off game ideas that I would really appreciate having and I think will benefit the game side of Halo. I didn't point this out earlier in the video, but what I meant by world building, I meant world building in the games. There is a bunch of world building in the Halo franchise with external media, but having it with the games would have a lot more people understanding what's going on in the franchise. So, thank you all for watching to the end of the video. Please comment down your opinions on my ideas, and if you have your own spin-off game ideas, please go ahead and type it all out in the comment section down below. I will assure you that I, and probably many people, will read those ideas and comment on them too. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're wondering how I would rank Halo games on a tier list, go check out this video right here. And with that being said, I guess I'll see you in that video.